Good morning. My name is Bob Price. I'm the curator of the Vallarta Botanical Gardens in Vallarta, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And this morning I'm going to pollinate a vanilla flower to show you how to make your own vanilla beans. Okay, so let's get going here. So normally, of course, this would be connected to a plant. I've taken one off for the purpose of our demonstration, but this is the vanilla orchid flower. You can see it's a classical looking orchid. It's a very, very delicate orchid, and the flower of the orchid, or vanilla orchid, lasts just one day. Okay, so normally I would just work on the plants. I have picked one off here just to show you. When you're pollinating the orchids, you can go ahead and remove 2 petals to make it easier for you to work. I've prepared a toothpick by breaking it in half and creating a small blade. And so we're going to get in here and we're going to actually remove part of this flower to get into where we need to be and to work on pollinating this vanilla orchid. Now this is done best in the morning between the hours of 11 and 2 in the afternoon, or maybe a little before. You could probably start at 10. And they're very sensitive. The orchid blooms last one day, so you do have a kind of small little window of opportunity. We usually do them in the late morning. And so the inside of the flower will, the cutaway here will reveal we've got what's called the column, which is this part here. This is the column. This is the anther cap. This is called the rostrum cap. And in between both of them is where you're going to find the pollen. So first of all, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to fold back the anther cap and get our pollen out of there. A lot of times they only have a small amount of pollen, so you want to try to get it off of the tip of the anther cap. That is the pollen. That is the pollen from the vanilla orchid. Okay, once we have our pollen on the tip of our toothpick, what we do is we take it and we put it behind the rostrum cap, which is the other part of the bloom. And I sort of just massage it in there just a little bit, and then I press down on it. And you are done. Okay, and 6 months later you're going to have, if all goes well, you'll have a vanilla bean on your plant. It takes a little bit of practice to get up your speed. You really do have to take the flower apart like this to be able to work on them fast. Sometimes in here we have several hundred flowers that we have to try to pollinate. So we've devised this method to work fast and to ensure that we can see what we're doing. So if you would like us to see over here, we have some vanilla beans that are pollinated already. Here in our garden, the vanilla beans bloom in May and April. This was pollinated yesterday. This one will be pollinated later this morning. These are some that were successfully pollinated. You can see that the stem of the flower is beginning to swell. That indicates that successful pollination has occurred. This will actually here now be turning into a vanilla bean. It takes about 6 months on the plant, and yeah. And you're ready to go. You're ready to make vanilla ice cream and desserts, creme brulee, anything that you need that might need vanilla. Thank you. Come to visit us in Puerto Vallarta.